Dollar, dollar, dollar. Dirty money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New King, your girl
Sierra Nicole.
We back on the channel with another one. Back on the channel with another reaction. We back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
Welcome back to the channel, man. If y'all back and new to the channel, just haven't done so already, go ahead, please tell the people what to do.
Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you're always notified when we upload a new video.
Yep. Straight like that. Also, go ahead, check out the links in the description box down below. You already know where to go. Go ahead, go over there to the main channel. Go ahead, show us some love, support, peace, and positivity over there as well. If you got any recommendations, suggestions you think we might just check out on the channel, go ahead, hit us up in the comment section down below. Spam us up, letting us know what's some good stuff at, bruh. Y'all been holding out on good content, so just let us know. Also, you can let us know in the social. You see it right up there, what we call the woo. Go ahead, check us out. But we got the Woos versus. Let me say this. One person said we were saying it wrong. It's either the Woos versus the Choos or the Woos versus the Choos. I don't know where you get Choos. He said post around with Choos. I'm like, whatever, bro.
Is that the oh?
Let us know in the comment section.
Let us know.
But it's the battle for Brooklyn, man. We want to go ahead and get into it. We want to check it out. We want to see what it's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get it, y'all.
I need that. Rap that drill shit. Don't really drill your shit, bro. This nigga spin through the floors. I don't know where he's spinning.
Chip T.
All that. We invented all that shit, nigga. 6K, all that. 6K toaster. No one invented that.
With that takedown of accused gang members in Brooklyn, 21 arrests in what's been called a reign of terror that left 2 people dead and 4 others hurt.
The 2 street gangs that I'm referring to in this case are called Woo and Cho. They're actually umbrella groups. Each consists of a number of other loosely affiliated gangs that work together.
Cho. So you right, partner. He was right. Around with Cho. Cho and Cho. Woo and Cho. What was we saying?
Chew, Woo and Chew. It sounds better to me.
Okay, whatever.
They come together basically to fight each other.
Alright, what's up everybody? We gotta talk about the Brooklyn drill scene that's been heating up. Everybody knows the Woo because of Pop Smoke and the rise of Fabio Foreign, who's been on XXL. To fans, the Woo is a rap collective. But in Brooklyn, it's one half of this brutal war for territory that's been going on between the Woos and the Choos. And this has been escalating so much that 2 weeks before Pop Smoke was killed, NYPD took down 34 Woo and Cho members in Brooklyn. After following them for 2 years and building a case, they cleaned house. Now with Pop Smoke and Fabio, the Woos managed to take control of the music scene in New York. The brand was getting worldwide recognition. A lot of the A&Rs and the labels from Brooklyn had direct ties to the Woo, and it got to the point that even the biggest Cho rappers, when they were invited to radio stations, were forced to rap over Woo beats.
Kind of like how Chicago is with the BDs and GDs. And the BDs are kind of like the Woos. Yeah. And the Chos kind of like the GDs, where the BDs had the bigger platforms like Cheeky, King Von, Lil Durk, all the big, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the GDs didn't have those bigger platform artists, so you really ain't hearing that side of it. You just hearing, you know what I'm saying, right. 300 and 600 side, so, okay.
Brooklyn, we in Brooklyn.
I see how Flex playing.
Oh!
No, we running shit though. But with Pop Smoke's murder, the playing field evens out. The Chos are getting more and more disrespectful as they grow in numbers. You got people like Coach the Ghost, who's Pop Smoke's direct rival, signing to Gucci Mane immediately after Pop Smoke was killed, releasing diss tracks poking fun at his death, with Woo rappers sending shots back at him, burning Cho flags and fitteds in their music videos, basically as a declaration of war. All this has made for a violent year in New York, with the last couple months escalating during the pandemic. shootings doubled, and murders are up by 50%. Now, we're gonna get into all this, but before we, right now, if you want to rap in New York, you got to attach yourself to one of the larger movements that's going on in the city. That's either Woo or Cho, and they do not get along. It's two umbrella groups with different sets from different gangs in them, and they've been at war for several years now. Lots of viral videos of people getting run up on, shootings in traffic, stabbings, and of course, diss tracks over drill beats. Only in New York can you have Fabio Foreign, a Crip, surrounded by Bloods, yelling GDK in a music video.
That's what kind of that's the only part. That's the part that blows my mind, is the fact that Bloods and Crips are united. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I understand it, but I don't understand it at the same time, because like where we at, you ain't gonna see that though.
Man.
You get what I'm saying? Like where we at, like you ain't gonna never see no Bloods and Crips unite like that though.
Not like that, no.
They still shooting and trying to kill each other.
Now the Woos heavily outnumbered the Choos in Brooklyn, and it's all happening in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's a big borough. It's got a lot of different neighborhoods with different factions controlling them. For example, Canarsie, that's the Floss, that's where Pop Smoke is from. Big Crip Zone. Bed-Stuy, that's Blood territory. Flatbush, that's a whole mixture. It's got Crips, Bloods, and Gangster Disciples. And the Gangster Disciples are basically against everybody.
GDs in Brooklyn, Evansville, niggas started top off. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of jump on it, right? You know what I'm saying? So that being said, it's like people took that term and utilized it in their own way. So I call this a big ops. I never heard of this shit before. You know what I mean?
They're small in numbers, they stick together. Essentially, they make up like 90% of the Cho movement, with a sprinkle of Crips and Bloods in there. See, gang affiliation really doesn't mean anything in New York, because the Woos are made up of Bloods and Crips, and their main beef is basically against GDs.
Fabio Foreign, Mr. Husband's Level, Big GDK, Top 9, Dow Squirrel, shooting everything, spitting, you know what time.
Now, the Ebbsfield Apartments in Brooklyn is like the stronghold for the GDs. It's been controlled and operated by them for a long time, at least since the early 90s. They are direct descendants of the Gangster Disciples out of Chicago. Their leader was taken down in 2012 and sentenced to 20 years for racketeering, attempt murders, and gun raps. His crew was notorious for armed robberies. They did setups through Craigslist, and of course, shooting at rivals. One of their biggest being GS9.
Folk shit, nigga. Remember what Bobby Smurder? He rode down the one way. Niggas remember what Bobby Smurder did. He drove down the one way.
Free the real lows, free GS9, bitch. My niggas is pussy, free GS9.
Those are the Ebbsfield Apartments, and some of the younger GDs jokingly saying free GS9, who they were in a big war with since 2009. Around 2014, GS9 and Bobby Shmurda was the single biggest act in the country. He was the hottest artist in the city, taking over the airwaves. But with all that popularity, it's impossible not to draw attention to the shit that your crew is doing. And fans were oblivious. They had no idea what was going on behind the scenes. The New York police created a rap task force called the Enterprise Operations Unit. The same one that took down 6ix9ine, Shotty, and Treyway, who, with the 9 Trey Bloods, were affiliated with Woo. 6ix9ine, of course, was the pivotal witness who turned state in that case.
Bro, so a lot of these folks are actually linked behind the scenes that we just don't see. And which is still like,
I'm still over here like,
what mesmerized about which part though?
I'm still kind of, I'm not, I mean
like the Bloods and the Crips.
The Bloods and Crips. Why y'all like the GDs? What GDs? What they do to y'all? Like, I'm just like, but nah, but seriously though, like I'm so like, I've never, because like you said, where we come from, I never would have expected or thought that I would see. Well, no, I ain't gonna say that.
Back on the Crips and GD beef with each other, don't they? Well, on your side.
I mean,
my side is like GD versus Vice Lords.
Yeah, I
and
know.
then, you know what I'm saying, other places, Crips versus Bloods that I know. Then you got the M, like they got everything in Memphis, so it's like, It's like usually my gang or your gang. You might see some Bloods and Vice Lords sometimes, but you really don't see them like that.
Normally,
but you will see Vice Lords and Bloods going at each other.
Yeah, normally it's the Crips and GDs.
But
like
to be honest, nowadays it ain't even about the flag no more. It's about where you from.
Yeah.
People set bang like they click bang. It's clicks now. It ain't set banging no more. It's click bang. Whatever click you from.
I have to. Yeah, I don't know.
Down everybody. They also had wiretaps and informants in place for years gathering intel. The Rap Task Force also took down GS9 and Bobby Shmurda several years back in a very public case with like a 63-page indictment. There were phone taps, informants, guns and drug possession, guns jamming while shooting at ops on the block, Bobby shooting into a crowd, Bobby shooting at his own homies who owed him $300, shooting at rival gangs. It was reckless. Bobby's own lyrics directly implicated several GS9 members in crimes they would get convicted for, but the lyrics themselves could not be used in court and was ultimately shut down by the Supreme Court. Nevertheless, the hottest movement out of New York taken down. And while Bobby was standing trial, a high-ranking GS9 member's body was found on the Brooklyn beach, wrapped in plastic bags, with duct tape on his face, and over 100 pounds of cement covering his feet. Straight Italian mafia shit. This kid's name was
straight.
That is straight mafia, bro. Like,
ooh, honey.
Like you want to expect stuff like that still be going on, but it's like, golly, bro.
It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So we won't hear that type. Well, we do get them type of murders
but
down here.
Still,
yeah,
it's still crazy, regardless of where you at.
Like the cement on the feet and stuff. You won't hear that.
You
Martinez, allegedly he owed a lot of people money. He went missing for 3 weeks, and investigators say that the perps basically put his feet into buckets and poured cement in, trying to sink his body. But the job was not done correctly, and they let air in, and his body floated to the surface. When Rowdy and Bobby got locked up, the GDs in Edisfield took advantage and started dominating the music shit with this rap clique called the Blickies. They X out the C in the name Blickies because they beef with GS9 and the G-Stone Crips. And at that time, the Chicago drill wave had just ended. So New York took that energy, imported those drill beats from the UK, and made Brooklyn drill. And before anyone outside of New York knew who Pop Smoke or the rest of the Woo rappers were, it was the Choos who had this strong movement with the Blickies. Kodak Black was out there in Brooklyn often with the Blickies, showing them love early on. Now Kodak even signed 22G's, the General Blicky, to a label deal, basically solidifying the Choos in the music industry. 22G's came out with the song Suburban, which did really well, but it led to a bunch of diss track responses, notably the direct diss track response from Chef G called No Suburban, which overtook the original in popularity. Of course, Chef G is a Crip from Flatbush. His crew has been warring with GDs for quite some time, as is the trend in New York right now, and Chef G himself got into fights with his ops at the courthouse.
As y'all can see in the video, your boy ran up and got punched up. It was two of them, both of them. Punched both of them. Your boy ran up and got done up in court. How you gonna run up and get done up on your own live?
And he got into a big brawl with one of the most popular members of the Blickies, named Nick Blixky, who actually stabbed Chef G in the head.
Hey yo, tune in, everybody tune in. This is too much. This is too much now.
Now Nick Blixky himself had a...
This is too much, though. Like, you got stabbed in the head? In the head? Somebody really trying to kill you, dog. In the head. Like, why you gotta demonstrate on me?
No, but this is
beyond mama.
I would say this is beyond me. But no, I don't know. I'm just really listening. I'm just really trying to understand. Like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy.
This is too much now.
Now Nick Blixky himself had a lot of songs bubbling in the underground with 4 million views, 2 million views. Like, his career was getting hot, but he was also getting into shootouts with Woos in Brooklyn for whatever reason. Couldn't just focus on his career. And just 4 months ago, unfortunately, Nick Blixky was killed.
443 breaking news out of Brooklyn, where a popular rapper was shot and killed overnight. Nick Blixky was discovered with gunshot wounds on Winthrop Street. Tributes poured in from the hip-hop world on social media for the Jamaican-American artist.
Just hours after he posted to IG that he was dropping his first official tape in June, he got shot in the upper body and in the ass with a shotgun 7 times. And the video of his body just laying in the streets of Brooklyn.
They did that on purpose, though. To shoot somebody in their buttocks.
That's crazy.
Surrounded by police. It's tragic. It all happened 4 blocks away from where he lived in Flatbush. Immediately, the Woos took to social media to clown his death.
Rest in peace, Nick Blixky, who just got killed.
Yeah, man, shit is crazy. And then now guys is online laughing at each other's death. Like, this shit is not cool, man. Like we shouldn't be laughing and talking about dancing on each other's graves. These are rappers that are from the same borough, too. Like this shit is ridiculous, man.
Of course, the NYPD monitored everything people were saying on socials. Quote, without question, these are people of interest to us, right? That's directly from the NYPD, because they watch everything. And the very next day, Woo neighborhoods like in Brownsville, Canarsie, and Flatbush were targeted for retaliation by the GDs. It was 3 days in a row of violence. 3 Woo members were killed in that week alone. See, Nick Blixky was beloved, right? He had a pretty big following. Even the gangster disciples in Chicago were paying respects to him. People like FBG Duck, rest in peace, and other FBG folks were listening to his music on IG Live. He's even got a song with Duck. So the gangster disciple tie is strong from New York to Chicago. And now the Woo rappers are matching that energy with Fabio Foreign going to Chicago, 264th and King Drive, the mecca of the gangster disciple war, and basically making a music video with King Von, who he's got beef with all the GDs in Chicago, extremely GDK.
Love it. Oh shit, GDK, I was like BK heavy.
Now, as for the future of Brooklyn drill, Pop Smoke is still one of the highest selling artists in America. He's the face of the drill movement even after his passing. Fabio is next in line, but he's got big boots to fill with Pop Smoke's legacy. The fact that his car got shot up a couple months ago in Atlanta is not good news. This year, Bobby Shmurda was supposed to touch ground in December after 6 years being behind bars, but his parole was denied. Unfortunately, he will not be coming home until 2021. Now, the Choos are still applying pressure, but recently had a big internal drama with Coach the Ghost disowning one of their top rappers, Envy Kane, saying he can no longer be GD.
The poison is eliminated from the tree. Anybody that's GDK, it's none of that. It's none of that. It's no, you're not playing no GDK games, no way. You're not tolerating disrespect. So he's no longer GD, but let us know what's the facts. Let us know.
Basically, Kane's been out in Atlanta. His hotel room got robbed, his Instagram hacked, YouTube took down all his music with millions and millions of views deleted, and the hackers, when they got his Instagram, they put up a bunch of disrespectful stuff towards GDs. I don't think that's why he got kicked out of the Choos, but people were saying he was causing too much beef, too much drama, so they disowned him. But yeah, man, that's the Brooklyn drill scene. Let me know in the comments what you guys want me to cover next. If you're new, make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and I will see you in the next one.
Bro, this one is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
this one crazy.
It kind of reminds you of Chicago. What's going on in Chicago with that? But that's been going on for years.
Yeah, like look, now I'm like, I really want to know. I want to know more. I want to know more.
Right, like
I need to really like.
It's a little bit too much connected though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna spill over from with Chicago and New York eventually.
Yeah.
Gonna be like, it's gonna be some crazy stuff behind it, I feel. But hey, man, I don't know what to say.
I really don't.
But this video did explain it way better than like the other videos we done seen or tried to do.
Yeah.
Like this one, he actually broke it down very well for those who might not be aware or might not know what's going on. He really broke it down for you to really know, like who on what side, who's the most popular person. Like the beef, the whole situation been going on for years and we didn't even know about it. Which is crazy, man. But again, man, go ahead and let us know how y'all feel about it in the comment section down below. Let us know if y'all rock Well, not if y'all rock with it, but let us know what y'all headspace is behind us, and go ahead and spam it up in the comment section down below. But as always, man, if you don't know how it go, what time? Oh, we don't need to do that on.
It is that time.
But if you don't know how it go, man, I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
We
are, y'all.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money low, get my team strong. Let me run away from